Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the last group. We will discuss about festival and cultural event in Asia. In the Central Asia, there is a Nowruz festival. Nowruz, held on March, celebrated across Central Asia. The whole region welcomes springtime with song, dance, and food. Next is Kazakhstan. In the Kazakhstan, there is a 4A festival. It's held on August in the city of Almaty. It's 3 days New Age festival with a lot of yoga, quantum workshop, and modern folk music. Worth visiting from the beautiful location in the mountains, the evening concert, and the relaxed vibe. The next is Astana Day Festival. It's held on 6th of July. It's big concert in Astana celebrating the birthday of first President Nazarbayev. The next is Kyrgyzstan. The Independence Day of Kyrgyzstan in the 31st of August. Dancing and music in every city. In Bishkek, a cockburu game in the hippodrome is a major draw. It's a Central Asian sport in which horse, mount players attempt to place a goat or calf carcass in a goal. The next festival is Bishkek Jazz Festival. It's held on April in the city of Bishkek. 3 days of jazz music across Bishkek with musicians from Central Asia, United States, and Europe. The next is Tajikistan. In the Tajikistan, there is a Etkabis festival. It held on Mugab city at Juli. The Etkabis festival features a long-distance horse race, buskasi, and other horse games, concerts, poetry contests, handicraft exhibition, youth village, and more. It's celebrating Kyrgyz heritage in the Pamirs. The next is Uzbekistan. There is a Boysun Bahuri festival held on Boysun city in April. The focus of this festival is traditional games, song, dance, art and crafts. It's a nice all-in-one package if you want to experience the traditional pastime in a very rural area of Uzbekistan near the Tajik border.
Okay, now let's move to West Asia. For the first in West Asia, we say Arab Saudi, Janadriyah National Festival. Janadriyah National Festival is considered to be one of the largest festivals that celebrates the country's heritage and culture. This folk festival takes place over a course of 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The activities range from folklore art shows, poetry reciting to camels races, and other cultural events. And then Armenia, we can find Dolma Festival. Dolma is a national dish of Armenia made from minced meat wrapped in fresh grape leaves. The event is held at Hnabat village on May 20, where visitors have the possibility to try all the different varieties of the dish. Therefore, by attending the celebration, you'll be able to try all the different types and varieties at once. Then Azerbaijan. There we can find Gabala Music Festival, and these are held since 2009. It includes international contests of young pianists, Magam, classic, chamber jazz, and other concerts. During the event, Gabala hosts renewed symphonic and philharmonic orchestras all around the world, such as Tbilisi Hall Jazz Orchestra, Big Band George, Juvenia Classicals del Son Cuba, Baku Chamber Orchestra, Azerbaijan, and Jerusalem Symphony Orchestra. These parties participator of the festival usually plays the word new the participator of the festival usually plays the word known works of Rachmaninoff, Strauss, Brahms, Schumann, User, Haji Bailey, Tawfiq Guliev, and Fagif Mustafazadeh, and other famous composers. The name is so difficult to spell. And then we move to Bahrain. There we can find Twairich Ran. Yes, Twairich Ran is the name of a ceremony in which millions of people on the day of Ashura from an area called Twairich in 22 kilometers run and mourning on site of the Imam Hussein shrine. This ceremony is considered as the biggest celebration of religious activities in the world. The importance of this ceremony has been formed since Muhammad Mahdi Bahar al-Ulum was quoted as saying that Hujjat bin Hassan was present at this ceremony. And then, in George, Tusetoba, held in the region of Tusheti, the festival celebrates the region's cultural heritage. Traditionally a horse race opens the event, and the winner gets a flag and a sheep. Locals are the main sheep breeders in the country. Then in Iran, Iranians celebrate the 30th and final day of Nowruz with a bang on Sizdeh Bedar, and this is named Sizdeh Bedar. Parks become flooded with families playing games, grilling kebabs, and of course drinking bottomless glasses of tea in order to avoid bad luck. Stay outdoors all day long enjoying the festivities. And then in Iraq, Nowruz. In addition to the Islamic festival, the Kurds, all but a teeny minority of whom are Muslim, also celebrate Nowruz, literally New Day, the Kurdish New York, on March 21. This festival is based on the legend of the Battle of the Blacksmith Cavern or Kawa against the tyrant Zahak. And then we move to Israel. In Israel, we can find Tamar Festival. Israeli musician 5 days without camping. This is in October. A 5-day celebration of some of Israel's most loved musicians. Previous lineups include the Eden Reichelm Project, Balkan Beatbox, Azan Avidan, Moshe Ben Ari, and Ehud Benai. And this is founded in 2000. The Tamar Festival is usually held during Sukkot at venue around Masada. The main concerts are the evening at the sunrise. Quiet. Liberation Day, which is observed on the 26th of February and is also celebrated by open assemblies and a spirit of nationalism and freedom. These activities are great for boosting the citizens' morale as well as for the unification of an entire community. And the next, in Lebanon, we can find Biblos Festival. Every year in July, the usually sleepy town of Biblos hosts one of the most popular music festivals in Lebanon, bringing together a diverse range of international and local artists. including the likes of Moby and jazz musician Jamie Cullum. The festival appeals to all genres. Over the course of a few weeks, concerts are held in venues all over the town. Then, in Oman, the Muscat Festival. It is the most popular, most long annual event happening in the capital city of Muscat. Every year since 1998, although the exact dates keep varying, the festival usually happens in February. Regarded as a celebration of cultural and artistic event, the Muscat Festival is an entertaining forum in which civilizations come together, involving multilingual activities. It is also a festival of colors. And then the Taipei in West, we can find it in Palestine. The Taipei Film Fest is a wine festival happening this weekend on 27 till 28 February at the New Taipei Winery in Palestine. It aims to introduce the new Palestinian boutique wines to locals and internationals with a fun-filled evening of fine wine, music, and food. And then in Qatar, Al Ashahania camel racing, yes, based on the name. This is developed through the century into a fiercely competition sport with millions of dollars on the line. This is weekly races take place every Friday from October through February, with the main competition in March and April. The winner of the Emir's main race in April earns a national prestige along with the Golden Sword Prize. Races are held at Ashania Camel Racetrack on the Doha-Dukhan Highway, about an hour's drive from downtown Doha. And then we move to Cyprus. Yeah, we can find Easter or Pascha. It is vital to the culture in Cyprus to celebrate Easter. Every day in the Holy Week of Easter is marked with beautiful decorated church services with cream and white flower displays, parades of Christ icon through the street, and large bonfires on Easter Saturday. Cypriots celebrate this occasion with traditional delicious wine, music, and fireworks, and you cannot miss indulging in the traditional Easter treat, flanos and tart-like dessert made with mint sultanas and cheese. And then Turkey. Mevlana Whirling Dervishes Festival. The festival celebrates the thoughts and recitations of the great Sufi saint and the 13th century Sufi poet Jalaluddin Rumi. He was one of the world's greatest philosophers and the father of the Mevlevi sect. The music, dance, listening, and spiritual experience come together to enhance you during the dance of the dervishes. And then in Yemen, Sana'a Summer Festival. This month-long festival kicks off a series of events in the capital city in July. This colorful festival starts off with a huge carnival at Bab al-Yaman, the main gate to the old city. Numerous people participate in the carnival and perform the traditional folkloric dance and take part in fashion show to show off the traditional clothing of the country. And then in Jordania, Jeras Festival. This exciting festival in Jordan, in the ancient city of Jerash, happens to be one of the biggest culture events not only in Jerash but in all of the country. The festival is is inclusive and attracts both locals from the region and tourists who all want to enjoy the music, dancing, food, and crafts of the festival. The culture even also promotes the arts by hosting a variety of workshops and lectures held by artists which are all open to the public to enjoy. There are also a variety of handmade craft and food that are available at the Cheras Festival in Jordan.
Now, we are moved to the festival and cultural events in East Asia. China. Harbin International Ice and Snow Sculpture Festival. The annual Harbin International Ice and Snow Sculpture Festival is perhaps the largest ice and snow festival in the world, taking place in the winter months and officially held from January 5 to February 5. This unique festival showcases beautiful ice sculpture artworks, ranging from small mythical creatures and beautifully lit ice lantern to awe-inspiring 250-feet monuments in an amazing display of craftsmanship and light. Dragon Boat Festival. Dragon festivals, or also known as a Juanwu Festival, originates in China. It occurs on the 5th day of the 5th month of the traditional lunar calendar and usually falling in June. The traditional celebrations are to prevent disease or evil and promote health and well-being. The activities include preparing and eating sticky rice treat wrapped in bamboo leaves and drinking the Rilke wine. Celebrators also hang up icons of Zongqi, or a mythic guardian figure, along with mugwort and calamus, take long walks and wear perfumed medicine bags. The game of making an egg stand at exactly noon on the day gives the successful player luck for the next year. The main event, of course, is the Dragon Boat Race. The human-powered boat made with thick wood is brightly decorated, with the front end shaped like the head of an open-mouthed dragon and the back like a scaly tail. The boats vary like size and design and can hold up to 80 rows. A scared ceremony is performed before the competition to bring the boat to life, and the first team to grab a flag at the end is declared the winner. Hong Kong. Tin Hau Festival. Tin Hau Festival is one of the most celebrated Chinese festivals in Hong Kong. It is usually celebrated in April or May annually. During the festival, Hong Kongers gather together to celebrate the birthday of Tin Hau, the goddess of the sea. The unique of this festival is you get the various performances and parades such as Chinese opera, as well as dragon and lion dances, which brings a festive mood coupled with a lively remembrance in honor of the deity. Changchaoban Festival. This festival, celebrated towards the end of April or beginning of May. It is a unique cultural experience featuring huge bamboo towards covered with sweet buns, and it should not be missed. The festival honors the Taoist god Pattaya and involves 4 days of music, parades, and sweet buns galore. The main venue for the festival is in front of the famous Pattaya temple on Changchao Island. The main event is the bun scrambling competition. Whoever climbs up and gets a hold of the buns at the top first wins the competition. Besides this, the king and queen bun titles are also up for grabs. Everyone from locals to tourists will be vegetarian during the festival, and no meat is allowed during this time. Then Japan. Gion Festival. Like many shrine celebration or matsuri within Japan, Kyoto's Gion Festival is an elaborate affair that takes place in July. Its main highlight is the Yamaboko Parade, which features 32 floats, Yama floats adorned with elaborate tapestries, wooden and metal ornaments, and massive symmetry tall Hoko masterpiece pulled by teams of up to 50 men. Takayama Festival. This festival, held in April, this is one of Japan's most striking festivals, drawing in a large audience from across the country and around the world for its display of 50 flutes. One of the most unusual features of the festival is the presence of mechanical dolls, known as karakuri ningyo, which decorate many of the flutes. Sapporo Snow Festival. More than 2 million people visit Sapporo in January to marvel at giant snow and ice sculptures that adorn the streets and parks in celebration of winter magic. The festival has grown from humble origins in 1950 to a massive display of small and large sculptures by local and international participants lining a stretch 1.5 kilometers long, as well as snow slides, food stalls and ice bars, and colorful lighting for nighttime viewing. Taiwan. Taiwan Lantern Festival. There are lots of different lantern festivals in Asia, but perhaps the most stunning and most renowned is the Taiwan Lantern Festival that held in the Pingxi district. Hosted by the Tourism Bureau of the Ministry of Transport and Communications, this festival held on the first full moon night of the lunar year, which usually falls in February or March. The event is celebrated with lantern making, lantern riddle games, and displays of glittering decorative lanterns. The most magical, romantic, and striking event happens when the lanterns are adorned with the wishes and dreams of each owner and then released simultaneously along with thousands of others. Next is Macau. Macau Food Festival. The best thing about Macau is its food. Macau Food Festival is one-stop place for you to satisfy your state buds. Held on November. Get ready to immerse in the lively food festival with delicious food, nice wine, and mingle with locals and tourists from various countries. The good thing is, it is not a one-day festival, but 15 exciting days for you to eat and drink all you want. Besides, you get to meet some of the famous chefs while you are in the festival. Mongolia. Sagansar. Sagansar is literally the meaning of white moon. Sagansar is Mongolia's version of the Lunar New Year. Food is highly symbolic, and families will prepare hundreds, even thousands of bats or dumplings to welcome family and visitors to as part of their tradition of 3 days of hosting. Nadam Festival. The Nadam Festival is the most important event in the Mongolian calendar, where competitions take place over 2 colorful and spectacular days. The competitions consist of Mongolians' real passions, otherwise known as the 3 games of men, like horse racing, archery, and wrestling, with an opening ceremony mixing monks, the military, and athletes. South Korea. Boryong Mud Festival. Mud Festival is an annual festival which takes place every year during the summer months. Mud is taken from different places and trucked to the beach area and usually starts in the middle of July. This mud is rich in minerals and used in cosmetics. This festival includes mud pools, mud slides, and many different types of mud activities which are of great fun. Colored mud is also present for body painting. There is a lot of music, dance, and fun. The festival is closed with a large firework display. Yudu, a unique celebration. Yudu is one of the most unique festivals in Korea. Here, the local households offer the first harvest of the season to God and initiate gathering crops and fruits as their annual household stock. One of the most unconventional features of Yudu Festival is that the locals visit any nearby streams to wash their hair to remove all bad spirits and bad luck from their lives. Yudu is celebrated in pure summer, and people rejoice at the festival by indulging with ginseng, chicken, broth, and other healthy soups. North Korea. My Day or May Day. On May 1 or in the 1st May, North Korea celebrates International Workers' Day with a May Day festival. In Pyongyang, workers unite, carrying flags and flowers to Manjut Hill to honor statues of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. In addition, state employers organize picnic and sport matches for workers so they can celebrate the day.
Okay, next in South Asia. First, in Afghanistan. There, Maulid al-Nabi Festival. Maulid al-Nabi celebrates the birth of the Islamic Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Afghan celebrates the festival is the third month of the Islamic calendar. The history of Maulid al-Nabi dates back to Islam's early days, when followers would hold festivals, with large crowds gathering to hear songs and poetry composed in honor of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Now, next Nowruz Festival. This festival held between January and March. Nowruz is the most popular of all the festivals in Afghanistan. Farmers express gratitude and joy for abundant products, and people celebrate with music and dance. It is also during the Nowruz or New Year festival that bukashi match or tournaments are held. Next in Bangladesh. Fadhilah Boisa Festival. Of all the secular national festivities in Bangladesh, New Year's Day is the most celebrated. The Fadhilah Boisa Festival is marked by a wide variety of cultures such as Mela and other programs. Everyone eats sweet and dresses up in kurtas or saris, wishing everyone a joyous new beginning. Fadhilah Falgun Festival. Fadhilah Falgun is one of the most popular days in the Bengali culture. People welcome this day wearing yellow and white. Some people buy flowers and presents to their loved ones. Bengali women set flower crown around their head. They like to use variety of flowers, but majorly marigold, as it has the color of spring. The most beautiful spring song, and played everywhere from the morning. Cultural institutes organize programs like dance shows and song performance. Next in Bhutan. Jambai Langkang Drum Festival. In this festival, there are next dancing, fire dancing, mask dancing, Jambai Langkang group has it all. One of the main festivals of Bhutan, their traditional dances are performed to celebrate the foundation of Jambai Langkang Monastery and to honor Guru Rinpoche. Thimphu Tesu Festival. Thimphu Tesu is the biggest and the most popular festival of Bhutan. This is also called the National Festival of Bhutan, where thousands of people flock all decked up in fine colorful attires to be a part of the festivities. Next, in India, Diwali. Diwali or Deepavali is the most spectacular festival celebrated in the Indian subcontinent. The tombs held in this Hindu festival of light that is celebrated across the lake and bridge of the country. Next, Holi. Holi is another noteworthy name is the list of festivals of India. Considers the festival of love and the festival of colors. It signifies the arrival of spring and the victory of good over evil. It is celebrated all over the country with a lot of enthusiasm and fervor. Typically, the celebrations start on the eve of the festival. Hooks 24 are lit, symbolizing the burning of the mythical demon Solikah, and people sing and dance around this crackling fire. At the day of the festival, they put dry and wet colors of various hues on each other. Navratri Festival. Navratri counts as one of the major Hindu festivals, and the celebrations continue 4 days on end. In Sanskrit, the term Navratri means 9 nights. True to its name, the festival spans over 9 days and nights. During Navratri, Goddess Shakti is worshipped in different forms. Next, in Maldivas or Maladeva. Prophet's Birthday Festival. For an intriguing cultural experience, visitors should head to Mela during the Prophet's birthday. The event is held on the 12th day of Rabiul Awal, which drops in the 3rd month of the Islamic calendar. The mosque in the capital as well as around the country are filled with worshippers, and also offices and shops close early. Next, in Nepal. Dashain Festival. Dashain is the biggest and longest festival of Nepal. This festival usually falls in the months of September or October and is actually celebrated for 50 days. This festival is also known for its emphasis on the family gatherings, as well as on a renewal of community ties. People return from all parts of the world, as well as different parts of the country, to celebrate together. Next, Tihar, Diwali Festival of Light. Tihar is the Hindu festival of light, also known as Deepavali. Tihar is the second biggest Nepalese festival after Dashain. The festival that is celebrated for 5 days in October or early November every year. It starts with Kang Tihar, followed by Kukur Tihar, Lakshmi Puja, Govardhan Puja, and Baitika. Next, in Pakistan. Mela Chirakan Festival. The festival of light that marks the birth of Sufi Saint Hazrat Shah Hussain began on Friday night. Nearly 500,000 people from around the country are expected to attend the 3-day event. Next, Sape Barat. Sape Barat is a religious festival celebrated on 14th of Sha'ban, the 8th Islamic month. It is then marked by prayer, folk exchange of sweet dishes and visits. Because it is a night festival, all houses in Pakistan are decorated with candles, lamps, and light. Kids and adults equally participate in firing cracks and indicate fireworks. Next, in Sri Lanka, Esalapoya Festival. Esalapoya is a celebration of the arrival of the Buddha tooth relic at the famous Temple of the Tooth in the Sri Lanka city of Kandy. The Perahera procession takes place all around the island, but the biggest celebrations are in Kandy, where dancers, musicians, elephants, and more can be seen all throughout the week, culminating with the biggest procession on the last night of the festival. Okay, next move to Southeast Asia.
Okay, now we move to Southeast Asia, Indonesia. The Baunyale Fishing Festival. The Baunyale Fishing Festival is held every year on the island of Lombok. Although the date is changeable and is one of the less well-known festivals in Indonesia, it is usually held around the end of February or the beginning of March, and is a great sight to see if you want to learn more about the traditional Sasak culture, which is unique to Lombok. The festival is meant to honor the legend of a Sasak princess who drowned in Lombok, and the main activity is catching fish in her memory. This festival is not a public holiday across Indonesia as it is unique to Lombok, but it is well worth a visit if you are in the area for a glimpse of one of the most interesting legends in the country. Next is the Krakatoa Festival. The Krakatoa Festival is held in Lampung, in Java, and is another Indonesian celebration that is focused on a volcano. As the name suggests, the festival is held in honor of Krakatoa volcano, which was once the site of one of the largest volcanic eruptions in the world. The festival usually takes place in August, and it features a range of attractions such as a fireworks show and a colorful parade. You will also get to see graceful elephants making their way through the streets, as well as dance performance and competition. Next, Rambu Solo Festival. More of a tradition than a festival per se, Rambu Solo is followed by the Toraja people from South Sulawesi in Indonesia's highland. It is funeral ceremony intended to send off the spirit of the dead to the afterworld. It involves a lot of fascinating funeral rites performed by the family to reduce their own misfortunes after the death. There are a number of processions performed, like the Mo Paulo or transporting the dead body to the burial site. Tourists are welcome to visit and observe the activities. Traditionally of buffalo is sacrificed, as well as it is believed that the buffalo will guide the spirit into the afterlife. Rambu Solo generally takes place between July and September every year. Next, from Malaysia, Dragon Boat Festival. Dragon Boat Festival held in December. The Penang International Dragon Boat Festival is Penang's biggest event and tourist favorite. This annual two-day festival is organized by the Penang State Tourism, start from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. More than 40 Malaysian and international racers come to the Teluk Bahang Dam, which is located 18 kilometers from Georgetown, to compete against each other in colorful traditional boat accompanied by drum beat. Competitors come from around Southeast Asia, including Singapore, Hong Kong, and China. If you get the chance to attend, there's also lots of local food on sale and performance to entertain the crowd. The Dragon Boat Festival is a unique experience and is a favorite to both locals and tourists who are in Penang. Next, Sabah. Sabah's most significant cultural event takes place annually on 30 and 31st May. The Kaamatan Harvest Festival is an ancient pagan celebration to honor the successful harvest by the ethnic Kadazan Dusun, a traditional that dates back centuries. Today, however, there's more emphasis on the social side of things and having a party with lots of food, drink, and music. Next, from Singapore, Lantern Festival. Lantern Festival, or the Spring Lantern Festival, is one of the most popular festivals in Singapore. It marks the last day of celebration of the Chinese New Year, or 15th day. During this day, the kids carry paper lanterns outside, lit them up, and release it in the sky. Some paper lanterns are simple and traditional, whereas some are the different shapes and size. Some even have quizzes on them for the kids to solve. It's a magnificent sight to see several lanterns light up the night sky. Next, from Thailand, Ghost Mask Festival, or Pitakon. Legend has it that Buddha was a prince in one of his past lives. The prince embarked on along his past lives. The prince embarked on a long journey and was presumed to be dead. Long story short, he returned to his kingdom alive, and there was a great celebration. Hence, the Ghost Mask Festival or Pitakon has continued every year since. Let's you shrug this off as just an Asia Halloween. Let me assure you, Pitakon one was Halloween and then some. First, there are the masks elaborately handcrafted and downright spooky. Participants took the streets tuning their blessed masks with accompanying costumes, forming a massive spontaneous parade. Then there's the celebration where hair, long, short, or none at all, is let down for 3 days in a row. Music, booths, song, dance, and other activities are all there for you to enjoy guilt-free. The more fun you have and the more noise you make, the noise awakens the spirit of the moon river. Prayuka Pakut, which protects the town's residents. Next, from Myanmar. Tongji Tazau Dang. The most popular festival held in the Sun State is the Tongji Tazau Dang, also known as the Festival of Light, which usually happens around November. During the festival, you can see many hot air balloons of varying shapes and sizes that are launched to the sky as an offering to the heavens and to fight off evil spirits. The festival is quite popular among the locals because it's similar to music festival where there are loud music and lots of beer and food. If you are traveling to Myanmar in November, make sure to witness this awesome event. Next, from Vietnam. This Hoang King Temple Festival. Hoang King Temple Festival held in early April. Hoang King Temple Festival is held in commemoration of King Duong Phuong, who became Vietnam's first king in 2018-79 BC. Here the main worship event takes place at the Hoang Temple, which is perched atop Nha Linh Mountain in Phu Tho Province. 100 lanterns are released into the sky on the eve of the festival. The next morning, a flower ceremony is held at Den Tuong or Upper Temple, where the Hoang kings used to worship deities during their rite. Lastly, a hook procession starts at the foot of the mountain, consisting of pilgrims, one classical song performance, and two classical operas at several temples along the way toward the main Hoang temples. Hoang King Temple Festivals is celebrated at the Hoang Temple on Nha Linh Mountain in Phong Châu District, Phu Tho Province. Next, from Laos. Laos Pi Mai. Lao New Year, also called Pi Mai or Songkran, is celebrated in Laos from April 14 to 16. This festival is officially 3 days long, but it usually lasts a full week and includes folk water fight, where people get doused with water and flow in the street by strangler. Carry an umbrella and join in the fun parades in cities, especially Luang Prabang and Vientiane, or to a lesser extent. Have people dressed in traditional masks, retelling the history and folklore of Laos and Buddhism. Temples and homes are cleaned for the new year, and the faithful make offering. Beauty pageants, baji ceremonies, and traditional music and dance round out the festivities. Next, from Brunei Darussalam, Royal Brunei Armed Force Day. The formation of the Royal Brunei Armed Force is commemorated every year on the 31st of May, and the event usually takes place at the Taman Haji Syed Oman Ali Saifuddin in the heart of the city. It consists of a military parade and display, such as a parachuting show or battle demonstration. In other district units and of the armed force organize local parades and displays for the public. Next, from Cambodia, Khmer New Year or Chau Nam Mei. The Khmer people are the large ethnicity in Cambodia. Over 97% of the population, and their culture is integral to the country's history and tradition. The Khmer Empire once ruled over most of Southeast Asia, and its capital at Angkor was the large pre-industrial urban area in the planet. In Khmer culture, the calendar follows the lunar cycle, with the New Year traditionally beginning on the first new moon of April. In modern times, it is usually celebrated for 3 days, begin on April 13 or 14. And the last from Philippines, Sinulog Festival. Sinulog Festival is the location in Cebu City. In the date is every third week of January. The Sinulog Festival in Cebu City is one of the grandest festivals in this country. The most celebration is held to honor the Santo Nino, or the Holy Child Jesus, the patron saint of the city. In a nutshell, the Sinulog is a dance ritual that marks the Filipinos' pagan past and its transition to Christianity. When it comes to a candy, it's hard to beat the pomp and pageantry that happen in Sinulog. Parade participants are all decked out in outrageous, multicolored costumes and dance to drum, native gongs, and trumpet. Streets are flanked from end to end with food and souvenir vendors. as well as onlookers learning for a clean sheet of the spectacular performance. Aside from the dancing and street parties, the Sinulog Festival also hosts the SME Trade Fair where Cebu export products are sold. If you are looking for just one festival to attend, Sinulog should definitely be on your list. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.